change your body a little bit? What's just been the last couple months been like?
Yeah, for sure. Strength. With the strength staff, Coach Tank and the rest of the staff have definitely done a great job of walking me through the process of putting on weight, doing it the right way. You know, the nutritionist, Jade, and the rest of her team, getting the right stuff in my body. And, you know, you just got to attack every day, work the same, and just, you know, attack it. And, you know, with consistency, you know, your body changes. And, yeah, it's pretty good.
Sounds like you've been a little limited in practice, but what have you been able just to learn from just being around the room and with Coach Kane and some of the other guys?
You know, I got a lot of great guys in front of me, so, you know, it's just an opportunity to learn the system, learn how the guys carry themselves, and, you know, seeing the scheme, you know, new program in general. Seeing that in person, it's, you know, just a better opportunity to learn.
It's just been like just to be in college a semester earlier than most of your classmates.
I mean, it's definitely a lot of fun, you know, a lot of great memories. Definitely a lot of hard work too, but, you know, you enjoy it, you have fun with it. So.
Are you rooming with anybody in your class? Like,
Yeah, I came down with Malachi Hood from JCA. You know, he's I've known him since like second grade, so one of my best friends. Been, you know, better than I could have asked for.
Obviously, you guys are the first class all together, and there's a lot of you early enrolling. What's that mean for you guys to get down here, and what's the experience been?
You know, we've really been able to, you know, create a brotherhood, a real family, like they say. I didn't think I was gonna have that many friends this close, but we've gotten so close, and you know, through all the experiences, through, you know, practices, hanging out, it's just been great for sure.
How have you added all that strength? I know that was kind of the focus of yours after you were done with basketball. But how much have you added over the last year or so?
Over the last year, or over the last year, I'd probably say around 30. But since I've been here, probably around 23-ish, 24 pounds. You know, I think the biggest part is just eating. You know, like before you're eating 2-3 times a day, but you know, you get here, you're pounding 4 meals, you're sitting there until you're like choking it up a little bit. But I mean, it's a grind, it's what has to happen. So, you know.
How's it feel?
The weight on me feels great. That's why, you know, it's a testament to Coach Tank and the rest of his staff being able to put it on the right way, make sure I'm moving the same and all that, you know. And if at any point in time I'm feeling uncomfortable, I'm telling them, Coach Tank, I don't feel good here, and he's gonna immediately change the program and make sure I'm feeling my best and moving the best. So I think that's, you know, big up to him.
This outside linebacker position in the 3-4, is it different than what you were asked to do in high school?
A lot of it's very similar. I'd say we have a lot more responsibilities, but also a lot more freedom in this system than I did in high school. But I think the skeleton and, you know, the kind of formation is kind of the same. So I think the transition very smooth for sure.
You got to drop into coverage a little bit more?
Yeah, definitely drop back into coverage a little bit more, and, you know, kind of get it together and, you know, rush the passer a little bit more too.
You said you had a lot of good guys ahead of you. Just who do you feel like you've learned from the most?
In terms of learning, I'd say Seth Coleman and Zeke Holmes for sure. Those are guys who have been in the room for a few years and, you know their stuff, know the scheme a little bit. So, you know, just asking them questions and being able to learn and grow from them, I think that's been big for sure.
So, like, any little minor detail technique things that you've learned from them, right, from the coaches? It's like, man, this makes a huge difference.
I think just in general, there's very small things, you know, the way you step that can make a huge difference. The way you place your hands when you're, you know, striking a lineman or a tackle or a tight end or something. Little things like that make the huge difference. I think being in this program, being able to come early and learn those things, those are going to pay off in the long run for sure.
Has this been what you thought it would be, deciding to enroll early, deciding to come down? Like, you have some options. This been so far what you kind of imagined it to be?
This has been a lot better than I imagined. You know, I didn't imagine meeting as many people as I did. I didn't think the staff itself was going to be such a welcoming place. I thought it was going to be, you know, the recruiting fluff, and then you get back to the gritty stuff. But no, it's been seamless. You know, they really welcome me in and create a family atmosphere, like you said.
Was it a tough decision to enroll? I mean, like that last semester of high school, you know, it's kind of special for a lot of people. Is it tough to forego that? Or?
It's definitely, you know, you miss it at some times, but, you know, when you have a bigger goal in mind, you have to make sacrifices to make that happen. I think that's the best decision that I've made so far. And, you know, Coach B and the rest of the staff, they're super accommodating in terms of, like, let's say like they're allowing me to go back for prom and graduation, so I don't miss those big like hallmark moments. And I think, you know, them being able to let me do that, that's huge for sure.
What would you say to other in-state kids, you know, especially up around the Chicago area, about staying home and playing at Illinois? What are some of the advantages to that?
I mean, there's nothing better than playing in front of, you know, a home crowd and a home environment where they know you, they've known you since you've grown up and all that. Like, that's huge. And being able to turn a program around and put your stamp and your name on a program that can be something great for years to come, I think there's no better option than that.
You feeling? I mean, you expect to be able to do anything on the field team-wise this spring? Or it's just a weight room, mental type spring.
It's definitely like a weight room, mental type spring. You know, we're taking the recovery process day by day, and we're attacking it every day. But right now, I'm just learning, and I'm growing in the weight room, growing in the my IQ, and then hopefully, if everything goes as planned, you know, we'll pick it back up in the fall.
Is anyone going to recognize you at prom? You put on 23 pounds since you left.
I mean, that was my goal the whole time. You come back a little unrecognizable, so definitely paid off.
Wrap up here with Jared.